Namaste. Now we are back to do some groundwork and the importance of grounding, which allows us to raise physically. Remember, raise physically. Not only physically, it emotionally and mentally makes us to go really light and going upward and higher. That's exactly the next few minutes we will play around. And don't forget, we are playing, not fighting. Are you ready? Please come on your mat. Slowly bring your legs together. Stand still and drop the hands freely. A quick balancing on 4 directions. Light contraction, a little soft knee, and just feel the weight on all 4 directions. A quick checking out. Smoothly lean forward. Are you breathing? Very good. Just watch. A breath or 2, that's all. Smoothly go back. The entire work goes on your heels now. See that? The front of the foot is completely light, hardly not carrying any weight. The whole work is on the heels. See the spine. From the heel to the head, the entire body is active there. Back to center. Superb. Now just lean to your right without bending. The outer edge of your right foot carrying everything right now. Make sure no pressure on the knee or ankle. Breath flows smooth and easy. That's beautiful. Softly back to center. To your left. Just see how much work is coming on your left side of your foot. Right from the little toe till the heel. Superb. Back to center. Now you can find body hardly has any weight. The entire body weight goes on the gravity. And body feels so light. Knee soft, spine uplifted. And if you're ready here, the next asana is one of the very important asana. It's called Vrikshasana, the tree pose. It gives a solid grounding there. And what we need to do, switch the body weight into the left foot without disturbing the rest of the body. Once you're ready, softly do that. Soften your right knee. First try to keep your foot, the right foot, into the left calf muscles or shin. From there, softly raise up to your thigh, not on your knee. If any pressure on your knee, immediately go down. If you're comfortable, take over your above the knee. Still comfortable, you can go all the way, heel pressing into your groin. This is all you have to work within your comfortable limit. You should not fight. That's good, that's good. Just remember, if you still have a struggle to balance, stay here. Don't go beyond. You can just rest the hands on your waist. It feels good and comfortable. Take your hands in front of your chest. Make sure you're not locking your left knee now. Your body weight should not go entirely on your left side. Start engaging the pelvic floor. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Make sure you're not fighting yourself. It still feels good and comfortable. Slightly start raising. Little up. That's beautiful. You started losing weight, balance. That means you started looking everywhere. Focus on unmoving point, which stabilizes you really well. Don't forget to breathe and keep lifting the sides. A light contraction on the pelvic floor. If you're finding too hard to stay here, take the hands on in front of the chest. Observe that the amount of stretch comes on the sides. Make sure no stress on the neck or shoulder. Smoothly release your hands in front. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. With the hand support, remember, with the hand support, hold your right ankle. Smoothly take your right foot away from the left thigh. Gradually bring back to the floor. Now watch the difference between right side and left side. The amount of relief comes from the left leg. The right leg feels so light, hardly no weight. Now slowly switch to your right foot. Make sure the right knee soft. Right foot well gripped. the left foot lighter and softer. It's superb. Now, without disturbing much, first bring your left foot against the right calf muscles. You are feeling good, you are stable, then proceed to the next step. Don't force. Slightly, little higher, but not rest your foot over your knee. Just little above it. If too hard, and in case you have a stiff hip, you can even hold your ankle with your left hand. No problem. But still you feel good and comfortable. From there, just raise the hands in front of the chest. One of the powerful asana for concentration. And it develops in a great stability. Physically as well as mentally. Still feels good. Slowly raise it up, but don't rush. And make sure you're not locking your fingers. Palms gently pressing each other. Pelvic contracted. Sides well lifted. If you're able to build the position for 45 seconds to a minute, it gives you a lot of stability and helps a lot to overcome short-temperedness. And if you get distracted every now and then, that also goes much easily. Beautiful, beautiful. Keep lifting your sides. Keep breathing smoother. Keep breathing longer. Watch every single breath. I know it's a lot of challenge for your right leg right now, but don't give up. Smoothly bring your hands slowly front. Little more, little more, little more. The hands in front. With the hand support, smoothly release your left foot. Gradually release. Back to Tadasana. Come back. Watch that. There is a big difference between right side and left side. Experience it. The weight on all four directions sharing equally. Observe the lightness. Believe me, in a few quick minutes, mind calms down. Breath lightens. Experience all that little changes now. Now you are ready to prepare yourself for next asana. Yes, it is another beautiful and powerful asana called Utkatasana. And what we really need to do, just turn a little bit into the front and keep your feet together. If necessary, keep the knee a little soft and never forget to share weight equally on all four directions. Light contraction on the pelvic floor. Then, once you're ready here, first what you need to raise your hand from the side. As you know, previously we studied on the Parvatasana. Turn the palms from the shoulder side, gradually raise. Make sure no stress on the neck, no stress on the shoulder, palms gently pressing each other. And feet firm there, knees soft. And sides well lifted. This is a first step for your Utkatasana. Once you're very good and comfortable here, the next part, take a lightest version of Utkatasana. What we need to do, without disturbing your feet or weight sharing, bend the knee a little bit and push the hip a little bit back. This is the first stage. You feel good. Palms remain pressing each other. Sides well lifted. Pelvic contracted. Breathing happens on your chest and clavicular. Wow, that's good. That's good. Then a little bit more. And push a little bit more. Remember, in case you have knee problem during menstruation or pregnancy, or in case you have high blood pressure or heart problem, don't go beyond here. Stay just here and start building up your position. Initially, first few weeks. Still good? Little bit more, okay? Little bit more. There, see that. The amount of work comes on your thighs, calf muscles, sides of the body. The arms feeling little heavy right now. But experience it with a long and deep breathing. And still feels good. Beat more, beat more. Now, the real meaning of the asana comes. The Utkata means powerful, very strong. The real strength of the asana you can experience now. As soon as you're going further down, remember, you can't forget to give the good work on the all four direction of your feet. And you may start sweating right now. That's good. That is exactly its name represents. That's beautiful. Light contraction in the pelvic floor. During every exhalation, see the back muscle reaction. Still feels good. Little bit look up, but no stress on the neck. Beautiful, beautiful. We stay anything between 1 to 3 minutes here, which develops a strong work on the neuromuscular system, release the rigidness from the neuromuscular system and builds a very strong work on your respiratory system. Once you finish, smoothly inhale and come up. No rush. No rush. Watch that. Breath is becoming shorter and shorter and shorter. Take a deep inhalation again. Exhale completely. One more inhalation. The next exhalation, smoothly release your hands from the side. Feel and release. And also you can do the same thing. Release the hands from the front. Either version you can pick up. Softly go down. Back to Tadasana. See that? Body may started sweating right now. That's exactly this asana represents. It's very powerful and very strong and releases major rigidness from the different joints. Once this is ready, what is next? Exactly this asana prepares another powerful asana called Garudasana, the eagle pose. How really this Garudasana looks? What really it does? It's very simple once again. Just see here. We have Utkatasana. What we need to do? Take the hands on your waist. See, weight on all four directions equally shared. When that is done, bend the knee. Once again, make sure the feet is firm, pelvic contracted, spine is lengthened. You are settled well. First focus on unmoving point. Unmoving point. Switch all your weight into your left foot. Still good? Feel. Then raise your right foot off the floor. And still comfortable, take your right thigh over your left thigh. Do not lose your focus. As soon as you lose your focus, you lose your balance. And if comfortable, you can lock your toes behind your calf muscle, but this is not priority. Just cross, it's fine enough. But remain a square hip. This is the first stage. That's very good. Are you breathing here? See, are you centered here? Superb, superb. Keep breathing. Very good. See the light contraction in the pelvic floor. See the amount of work on your left calf muscle, left thighs, but both hips. And it helps a lot to take the rigidness from the thighs and your hips. That's good. First release your right leg. And you will see the Sami Utkatasana, we remain holding the powerful force. Yes. Now softly switch the body weight into the right foot. And gradually cross your left thigh over your right thigh. Up to where you can. See that? The foot is gripped. Remember, when you're working on this, one of the powerful asana to release the rigidness from the lower back. Prevents the lower back pain. And helps a lot to give a good mobility on your ankles, knees and hips. And don't forget, the grip of your right foot balances the right and left hemisphere of the brain now. And develops in a very strong concentration. As you know, the eagle is represent the focus and strength. Now once you're ready, slowly back and release your legs. Beautiful. Already you see the power of the lower part preparation. Remember, this is only half work. Now if you're comfortable that, we'll try the upper part work, which is one of the powerful for upper limbs. What do you need to do? Once again, bend the knees. Sami Utkatasana. Once that done, cross your right thigh over your left thigh. You are stabilized, very centered, and you are focusing very well too. And if you are comfortable, you can lock your toes behind your calf muscle, but should not force. Very good. Once you focused, just stretch the hands front and cross the hands. See, you're balancing on your left leg. That means left hand should be on the top. The palms goes all the way to the shoulder or shoulder blade and take the elbows away from the body. For the movement, we will only this much, which helps a lot to release the rigidness from the shoulder, shoulder blade and neck. And breathe, breathe. That's beautiful. Just a few more seconds. Are you breathing? That's better now. Slowly release your hands first. How are you mounting? Similarly, we have to dismount. Release your right toes. Bring the right foot back. Softly make it straight. And prepare yourself for the other side. Once again, remember, you are not rushing. You have to play with your practice. You have to work up to your comfortable limit. Now we can see, bend the knee once again, the semi position. Then softly cross your left thigh over your right thigh. Then softly hook it if you're comfortable, otherwise just keep it as it is. Whoever has a big thighs and a stiff hip, it is much hard for them. They should not fight. They only need little time. Once you're ready, well settled the lower part, then they cross the hands. Now the right leg is down, that means right elbow on the top. But no stress on the neck or shoulder. Believe me, one of the powerful asana to prevent lower back pain as well as neck pain. You all know, these are the two areas easily catch the stress. A consistent regular practice of this, it prevents to catching stress on the neck or the lower back. Keep playing, don't force. Once you finish, slowly release the hands. Release your left leg. Back to Tadasana. I hope you recognize the amount of focus you need. Otherwise, you keep losing your balance. One of the key requirements here, one unmoving focus. That makes you physically stable and develops a strong concentration. Now, once you are stabilized here, the next asana is much easier. It is called Uttita Padasana. What we need to do, just balancing one side. Take your hands on the waist. Share the body weight on all four directions. And focus on unmoving point. Softly bend your right knee. The weight on the left side remain well balanced. Raise your right thigh and the right foot. Pelvic contracted, sides well lifted. Breathe longer, breathe deeper. Work with every single breath. Long and deep breathing. Beautiful, beautiful. Are you breathing? I know the weight is going more and more on your left side of the foot. It should be more center. Pelvic light contracted. Very good. Just few more seconds. See that? It's a simple work which shapes up your thighs. Release the rigidness from the hip. Very strong work on the waist. And also you have to remember, there's a lot of lightness in the respiration. Beautiful, beautiful. Smoothly release your right leg. Very good. See the difference between right side and left side. Quite strong difference you can recognize there. Now switch all your weight into the right foot. Right knee soft, light contraction in the pelvic floor. Give a good lift on the spine. Slightly bend your left knee. Smoothly raise your left thigh parallel to the floor. Breathe longer, breathe deeper. It helps a lot to center yourself and makes the mind really quiet and body really centered, and release all the rigidness from the hips, thighs, knees and the mind. Last two breaths. Smooth. And exhale slowly and continuously. That's beautiful. One more inhalation. And exhalation. Super. Slowly release. Slowly. Back. See the amount of changes on your right foot now. Bring back. And watch the difference between right side and left side. Once again, everything spreads on all four directions. Take a breath or two for it. Very good. In case you're tired, you can just keep your legs a little wider and rest for a few seconds. If you're not, we will just continue one more simple balancing work. What do we need to do? The same Tadasana, hands on the waist. Now turn your right foot to the right side. But do not disturb anything on your left side. the left half is completely as it is. There is no difference at all. The left foot getting all the grounding. In case you have a flat foot, you have a little struggle, all this balancing asana, but don't fight. It just needs some time to build up. If you're ready now, see your right knee has to be bent. This is the first stage of preparation. If you're very good and comfortable, slightly take the right toes off the floor. That's the second part of it. Still comfortable, start raising. Remember, the rest of the body doesn't have any differences. And stay there. Just for few seconds. Start build up around 30 seconds in the beginning. You can do any time of the day this to get good concentration and bringing back your presence. Whenever you are short-tempered, start to stay here 1 or 2 minutes. You love it. And it opens the hips so much and release the major emotion from the hips also. And it gives a solid concentration. And you can see the amount of work happening on your thighs and body pulls towards your side. But engaging the pelvic floor, you can stay much longer and develops a very strong centering work. Once you finish, slowly release your right leg where you raised from. Bring back to center. What's the difference once again? I already told you, in case you're tired, just watch for the first 2-3 times, then you can easily do it. Turn the left toes to the left side. The body uplifted remain. Softly bend your left knee. You know the variation now. Make sure there is no locking of the right knee. Right knee remains soft. Engage the pelvic floor. Focus on unmoving point. Otherwise it's much hard for you. Then softly raise the heels further up. Little more, little more, little more. Yes. Just for 30 seconds try. Come on. Just 30 seconds now. Whenever you want to challenge yourself, you can get more longer. But always remember, if you have any problem with the ankles, knees, you have to take much lighter one. You can start with 10-15 seconds also, which helps to strengthen it better. And you see the amount of work comes on the thighs now. The knees started going away. In case you have a very stiff hip, the knee may come more front. It's fine. It only needs some time to get the mobility. But body should not tilt here. The hip remains squaring front as well as shoulder. And every single breath, very important to get lengthier. The lengthier breath, deeper muscle work. Beautiful, beautiful. Smoothly release your left leg. How you raised. Completely go flat and turn front. Hopefully you're sweating by now. But it's once we build up this, stabilizes really well. Okay. Now after doing a good work on the lift front, lift side, we do some light twist. Same work, okay? Same light twist. Just a few seconds, not much longer, okay? Few seconds. This will help a lot to improve the overall mobility of the hips and reduce the major stiffness from the back. What we need to do? Once again, switch all your work into the left foot. Bend the left knee. Bend the right knee. Raise your right thigh. And hold your right leg with your left hand. And started slowly, little by little, twisting into your right. As far as you can. Little by little. No force. A little challenging, but don't force it, okay? If it is too hard, just hold it and stay there. For just 30 seconds. See that? There is an amount of work comes on the lower hips, lower back, shoulder blade. Just few seconds. Now take your head back to center. With both hands support, release your right leg. Switch the body weight into the right foot. Bend the left knee. Same practice. And raise the left thigh. Hold your left knee with your right hand. Belly pulled in. Spine lengthen. Little by little twist it. Make sure don't focus on moving point. Always focus on an unmoving point. The amount of stretch comes from the outer left hip. Make sure you are not locking your right knee. The entire right foot helps you to grip better. In case you have a flat foot, you may lose balance, but don't force. Bend your knee a little bit further and try to hold as long as you can. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. That's beautiful. Slowly bring your head back. With the hand support, release your left leg. Just come back. See that difference on your feet. The legs are a little vibrating right now. You can see watch the lightness in the respiration. The breath is more warmer. Not only breath is warmer, there's amount of hip rotation takes place. Experience a lot small things. And if you're ready to take a little bit more challenge now, remember a little bit more challenge. Softly raise your hands straight up. Extend the trunk, length on the sides. No stress on the neck. Bend the knee all the way as far as you can. Simultaneously extend your trunk. Bend your elbows. Bring your left armpit over your right thigh. See up to where you can. Start pulling your belly. If you only little, it's okay. Just hold one hand on the right hand on your right thigh and turn the body to the right side. But don't forget to keep the feet firm there. Parshva Utkatasana. The feet firm. All four directions on the feet has equal weight. You still feel good and comfortable. Palm gently pressing. Start opening your chest little more, little more, little more. Belly pulled in. Feel the twist. Don't forget to breathe. And each time belly pulled in, you get the better twist and lighter breathing. If you start breathing from the belly, you feel much heavier. And make sure no stress on the neck. Any stress on the neck, look towards the floor. If you feel much good and much better, take your armpit more close to your thigh. And rotate further. Beautiful. Keep breathing. That's very good. Smoothly come back and change the direction. Hook your right arm over your left thigh. Little while twist. You can use the left hand for the support initially. Still feels good, little bit more. But don't force. Still feels very good. Take the palm gently pressing each other. Rotate it. It looks so simple. You can see the amount of twist on the hips, on your waist, spine, shoulder blade. But make sure no stress on the neck. Any stress on the neck, look down to the floor. And do not forget to keep equal weight on all four directions of your feet. Otherwise, strain develops on the shoulder or neck. And keep pulling the belly. Breathing happens more on your chest and clavicular. Each exhalation rotate further. And keep smile. I know it's a challenge, but smile can reduce your challenge further. Smoothly come back. Softly stretch your hands. Inhale and come up. With a deep inhalation. Excellent. Smoothly release your hands from the side. Feel and release. Then the palms gradually go down. See that. The whole changes in the body. Now spread the legs and approximately shoulder distance wider. Keep the feet firm. Take your hands behind your back. Eyes gently closed. In case you feel little tired, feel heaviness on the breath, little exhaustion, do one thing. Just you can go down on the floor and you can stretch your legs straight ahead. Keep the legs free. Take your hands behind your back. Eyes gently closed. This is called Shitali Dandasana. Just relax. You can take your hands comfortably placed behind, spine lengthen, but no stress on the neck or shoulder. Or it is also challenging for you. You can just lie down on your belly. After a strong balancing work, sometimes you feel a little fatigue. If you felt anything like that, just turn the toes out, cross the hands in front of the chest, just relax you. This also helps to quickly relieve the fatigue. And also very helpful asana to reduce the stress from lower back, hips, thighs.
This asana can be rested any time of the day. Whenever you fatigue, you can stay in this asana called Makarasana. Beautiful asana to release the fatigue and to get a quick recovery from exhaustion and tiredness. Just watch that. Eyes closed. With every single breath and body reaction for every breathing. Just watch every exhalation, the spine and back muscle reaction. That's beautiful. And slowly bring your legs closer. Hands next to the chest. Softly lift the chest and push back. And sit on your heels. Eyes remain closed. Watch for few seconds. What are those changes around your face, on your head, shoulders, neck, spine, hips, thighs, respiration? Just watch. Believe me, when you practice every day again and again, there's a drastic changes takes place. If you really want to see that, work consistently 21 days, you see amount of changes it gives you. Now almost the breath is recovered, body is light, we are ready for the day. Gently rub your palms. Cover and wake up. Smoothly drop your palm on your cheek. Release your hands with few gentle blinks. Open your eyes. See straight your palms. Dhanyavad. Have a wonderful day. Always remember, play with your practice. Never fight. The practice should give you freedom, not the tiredness. Initially, the tiredness is really not tiredness, it is a progress. But a long term, it just makes you light and raise higher. Thank you.